Hi guys, welcome back to my life as Roxy. Today's video is another painting video.
Hold up.
I haven't filmed a painting video in quite a while, and I know the topic about painting and intermittent fasting is kind of still a case that a lot of people argue over, and I just wanted to come and give you guys more information whether you should do intermittent fasting while you are doing so a lot of people have different views on this. I see a lot of people arguing and saying that intermittent fasting is very unhealthy and you shouldn't do intermittent fasting. I just have to tell you guys that is totally not true. Combining intermittent fasting with a painting lifestyle is a way to lose weight faster, and not only that, it also has a lot of benefits such as helping with loose skin, helping with anti-aging, and just helping your body to have a healthier digestive tract. So let's start with the video, and I'm first going to explain why I think it is important to do intermittent fasting with painting. Now remember guys, I am not a doctor or a dietitian, so please consult your doctor before you follow any of this. I'm purely bringing you guys information. If you are new to my YouTube channel, I would advise you to go through my videos. I do alternate day fasting, which means you fast or you eat every other day. Is when you eat one day, fast another, eat one day, and then fast another. So I am very familiar with alternate day fasting, and it has helped me lose a lot of weight, and I am still completely healthy. That's why I can tell you guys that it is not something that is unhealthy. So what is intermittent fasting? For those of you that don't know what intermittent fasting is, it is basically when you don't consume food for a short period of time. So say for example you are on this 16-18 intermittent fasting cycle. It means you fast for 16 hours and you only eat for 8 hours. So it's basically not about what you eat, it is more about when you eat, and you are just giving, or you're basically just giving your body a break from eating in order for your body to digest the food that it has eaten the previous time or the eating window. So you basically give your body time to rest, digest the food that you ate with your previous meal, and just give your digestive tract a little bit of rest time. So let's start off with why it is important to do intermittent fasting, or why I feel it is important to do intermittent fasting. So I found an article that had a really interesting concept on alternate day fasting and why it is important in painting. Now guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should not do painting and that you should do intermittent fasting. I'm saying you should combine the two. You should do intermittent fasting, and when you have your eating window or your period that you have to consume food, you still follow the painting diet. But I'm going to read to you guys why information that I found, why it is important to do the intermittent fasting, especially for people that are currently suffering from insulin resistance. I know some people don't even know that they have a problem with insulin resistance, and I am going to tell you guys what to do to find out if you are suffering from insulin resistance. So I'm going to read for you guys right now. And every time you eat, your body produces insulin. The more you eat, the higher your insulin levels will be. For a person with insulin resistance, like I've mentioned before, some people are not even aware that they have insulin resistance. So it's better to get tested to find out if you suffer from insulin resistance, especially when you have a problem with losing weight. Anyhow, insulin resistance is bad. Fasting gives your body relief from high insulin levels. So if you're suffering from insulin resistance, fasting can help you lose weight if you are suffering from insulin resistance. The severity of your insulin resistance should play a role in how often you fast. People with insulin resistance have a reduced capacity to burn carbs as fuel, both during exercise and when at rest, or to store it as glycogen. Therefore, most carbs get stored as fat. It takes about 10 to 12 hours to use up the glycogen store, so even if you are lowering your carbs but still eating 3 meals a day and are severely insulin resistant and eating quite a lot of fat, you may never deplete the glycogen stores to get you to burning fat, and your body will either keep putting on weight or plateauing. Fasting gives your body time to use up the glycogen stores so that you can start burning fat stores. So I hope you guys understand. Basically, it just says that when you suffer from insulin resistance, it prevents you from basically using up your glycogen or your glycogen stores. And normally we first use up that before we start burning fat. But if you suffer from insulin resistance, it might be difficult to reach your fat stores, and basically you will plateau or might even put up weight. And it is frustrating when you know you are following the Banting diet. You do everything that you are supposed to do, like eat from the green list, and sometimes you don't even eat from the orange list, and you still don't lose weight. And this might be your answer. Now, I'm not saying you suffer from insulin resistance. It's important to get yourself tested, but you'll have a blood test to test if you suffer from insulin resistance. Now, if you are unsure whether you suffer from insulin resistance, it might be a good idea to check that out with your doctor. But I'm not just saying that fasting should be only for people that suffer from insulin resistance. Sometimes you can even do fasting with your Banting diet if you want to speed up your weight loss process. So there are some people that I would not recommend intermittent fasting, and that is people that have type 1 diabetes, as well as breastfeeding and pregnant women, growing children. It's important to eat while you are breastfeeding, so I would definitely not recommend it for breastfeeding moms, especially pregnant women. So obviously you are also here to find out the different methods of intermittent fasting. So one of the methods of intermittent fasting that I use is the alternate day fasting, but I will first start with the easier methods until I move on to the more difficult methods, such as alternate day fasting, which is the intermittent fasting technique that I'm currently following for the past 5 weeks. So guys, if you are following the Banting diet or the Banting lifestyle, I would tell you not to be scared to do intermittent fasting. It might help you through a plateau, and it might also help you to speed up your weight loss, because I know people lose a lot of weight on the Banting diet, and some people still even struggle even though you are supposed to lose a lot of weight on the Banting diet. I know a lot of people that follow the ketogenic lifestyle or the ketogenic diet, which is very similar to the Banting diet, also do intermittent fasting while they are on the ketogenic diet or ketogenic lifestyle. So it will definitely only help you unless you are pregnant or breastfeeding or have some underlying health condition that is unknown to me. So there are different methods of intermittent fasting. You get the 5-2 intermittent fasting method, which is basically you eat for 5 days and then fast for 2. It might mean you eat from Monday to Friday and then fast Saturday and Sunday. And then we have the 16-8 method of fasting, which is like the most popular method of intermittent fasting, is where you fast for 16 hours and then you have an eating window of 8 hours. So basically it is just you eating 2 meals a day by skipping breakfast and eating basically 2 meals a day. Then you also get the more intense form of intermittent fasting, which is fasting for 24 hours and then eating after the 24-hour fast. So basically you would fast from dinner and then eat again at dinner. So you have a 24-hour of fasting. That is very similar to OMAD, where you basically fast the entire day and have one meal and then start fasting again. But yeah, OMAD is more like a 23-hour fast, and then you eat for 1 hour, or you have an eating window of 1 hour. So that is also something that you can consider OMAD, which is also a type of intermittent fasting. And then we have the alternate day fasting, which is fasting for 36 hours, which is what I currently do. Basically you fast for the entire day and then you eat the next day, say for example breakfast, and then you fast again for an entire day. So you have an eat day, then you have a fast day, and then you have an eat day, then you have a fast day, then you have an eat day, then you have a fast day. That is currently what I do. I have a lot of videos of alternate day fasting on my channel, and that is what I basically do every day of my life for the past 6 weeks. So if you want to check that out, however, I don't combine alternate day fasting with painting, but I promise you, if you do combine the two and you do alternate day fasting with painting, you will lose an insane amount of weight. That is definitely something that I'm sure of. But some people still feel like alternate day fasting is way too intense, especially if they have a very labor intensive work. I can understand that. Maybe you should probably stay away from alternate day fasting, because it is the more extreme form of intermittent fasting. But you can definitely do alternate day fasting or intermittent fasting with the painting lifestyle. So, what are the pros and cons? It's important to discuss the advantages as well as the disadvantages of intermittent fasting when you are doing the painting lifestyle, or basically combining the two. So, the cons are, so you'll basically have dehydration. Now, I've experienced that a lot with my alternate day fasting. It's like I struggle to drink water during my fast day. You don't have enough water in your body, you might experience headaches and muscle cramps, and even just cramps in your legs, for example. And that is basically because you don't drink enough water during your fasting window or during the period that you fast. For example, I do alternate day fasting and I struggle to drink water on my fast days. The first advantage or the first pro is better digestion, and then there's also a lower blood sugar and insulin level, which I've discussed earlier. And then we also have weight loss, which is of course the goal of intermittent fasting. And then you will be breaking your plateau. Now, a lot of people reach a certain stage in their weight loss where they kind of struggle a little bit with losing weight, or they reach a point where they can't lose weight anymore, and intermittent fasting might help you to get over that plateau and restart your weight loss. So the last point that I want to give, or the last 2 points that I want to give you guys, it's probably heard about autophagy, which is basically your body repairing itself, and this helps with loose skin. So basically, if you are a little bit worried about loose skin during your weight loss, or while you are painting and you are and you are worried that you might have a lot of loose skin, intermittent fasting can also kind of prevent, not really completely remove or completely prevent loose skin, but it can definitely help with loose skin. Personally, I don't have a lot of loose skin, and I have been on my weight loss journey quite a while, where I was on my weight loss and then I lost a lot of weight and then I gained a lot of weight back, and then I lost a lot of weight again and then I gained a lot of weight back. But still, I don't have a lot of loose skin, and that's probably because I fast a lot. I do a lot of intermittent fasting. I do a lot of water fasting. So I think because I do fasting, or because I practice fasting, water fasting, it might be the reason why I don't have that much loose skin. Now, it can also be because of genetics, but I'm also saying that it definitely helps with that too. And as well, with anti-aging, studies have been done, and they said that intermittent fasting or water fasting basically prolongs your lifespan, and it also gives you more youthful skin, and it can help with loose skin. So guys, that is all for today. This video is extremely long today, but I thought it was an important topic to address because some people are still so confused when it comes to intermittent fasting and the Banting diet. Some people feel like you should just do the Banting diet, guys. You obviously have to do the Banting diet, but combining it with intermittent fasting is going to give you better results, and it's also going to be a lot healthier for you, and it is also going to give your digestive tract a break from consuming food 3 times a day. There is no rule in this entire world that says that you need to eat 3 meals per day. It's probably the way we've been raised, that we feel like we need to eat 3 meals a day, but there is really no rule that says that we need to eat 3 meals a day. So guys, that is all for today. I'm a bit tired. I'm definitely not going to film a video again on Saturdays. This was a bad decision altogether, but the video is done. I'll see you guys again on Monday, because I have to give you guys my results on my alternate day fasting. So yeah guys, bye.